Now, one way that they could psychologically compensate for this sense of genetic inadequacy and numerical deficiency would be to say, well, I really don't like the fact that I can't produce color, but if I can make the people who have color believe that they're the ugly people and feel that they are degraded, then I can feel good.
All right, well, let me ask this question. Now, I think in your book you touch upon functional supremacy.
Right.
That is, white people can show that they do control everything. They have the power. They define the values. They give permission if they want, etc. and so forth. In essence, they do have a superior status. And let me ask this question. Perhaps, or is it possible, and I'm being the devil's advocate, I want to make that clear, is it possible that because they do maintain power over non-whites everywhere, that they basically may be genetically superior?
Well, I would say that, you know, that's always a possibility. But I look at it in this way, that we never go around talking about dogs being inferior to people. I mean, nobody ever bothers to say that. Why? Because dogs cannot open their dog food. We have to do that for them. We have to, you know, provide houses for them and that kind of thing. Now, if indeed one group of people were indeed inferior to another group, there would be no need to put them in inferior housing, put them in inferior schools. You could give them the very best schools and the very best housing and they still would show up inferior. For example, we believe that there are some children who are mentally retarded, right? And what do? We try to provide the very best kinds of compensatory education for these children so they can perform at their maximal level. Do you see? And many of the institutions that are for mentally retarded children, special schools, are far superior to the schools that non-white children are given, you see, to develop in. So I say that, right, people give a lot of lip service to the fact that non-white people and black people are genetically inferior. But I don't really believe that they believe that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if they indeed believed it, there wouldn't be any need to keep people in ghettos or on reservations.
All right, well, are you saying that there is some type of, you're saying that there's not just an American racism or European racism, you're saying that there's a worldwide racism based on white supremacy?
People who classify themselves all over the world relate to people who have the capacity to produce color in a way, in other words, white has to be functionally superior to non-whites.